I've sucked at posting. Like you guys know, I was in college and I started again in September. But for now, I'm going to try to make up for that and post more because it's summer. Yeah. So this is a new kind of series of videos I want to do for you guys. I haven't decided yet if they're going to be a weekly series or a bi-weekly. We're going to call it Bare Naked. And what that means is I'm just like to talk. I like talking, so I thought I would use some of that to get some thoughts out of my brain. Might not always be beauty related. Sometimes it might just be other stuff. But I just kind of want to take a moment and just be real with you guys and not just be surface. And I love beauty, and there's so much to beauty, and it's not just about, you know, how you can make your makeup look great or your eyeshadow look great. There's so much more to that. But I also just want to have you guys get to know me and know what I'm about, and I'm hoping that some of what I have to say might actually help you or give you a different perspective. Like I said, it might not always be beauty related. This week's the first Bare Naked is going to be because I need to get this out. As you can tell from the title, this is the real truth about the Nyx Face Awards. I've seen a lot of videos and rants of people bashing the Nyx Face Awards. I love NYX. I love their products, and I love what they do at the Face Awards, so I wanted to not necessarily set the record straight, but maybe just give a different perspective, a different point of view on what might actually be going on. So I'm gonna just hopefully not ramble too long and start going through my list of things. So first quick thing I wanted to state that hasn't been addressed in a video, it's just something, my personal experience. So when I entered, I had to enter, I think 3 times before my video finally went in. I entered twice using my personal email just because I tend to check that one more. And I never got a confirmation email. I emailed Nyx, they said my video wasn't even showing up. So the 3rd time I entered, I tried entering with my Gmail, and I got a confirmation email, and everything was good and fine and great. So I don't know if you're required to enter with your Gmail or if there's something in their system that didn't agree with my personal email. So just disclaimer, maybe your video hasn't been watched because your video might not have gone through. So just try whenever you enter, if you're entering again next year, enter with your email that is associated with your YouTube just to be on the safe side. Point number 2. A lot of people are upset because they've spent money, they spend a lot of time and a lot of effort, some people up to 3 weeks, a month, a week, whatever you put planning into your video. I had my idea an entire year ago, and probably was about a couple weeks prep between getting the pieces together, making my headpiece, and whatever else. But NYX doesn't require that of you. I understand you're upset, you did spend money and some of your time, and you might feel like it was wasted, but if you didn't want to do this, you didn't have to. NYX doesn't beg you to do it. It's an opportunity they're giving you to enter. And so, yeah, it's a bummer. And yeah, I was disappointed I didn't get in, but I chose to spend my money. I chose to spend my time. I chose to spend my effort. And I'm happy I did. I love what I came up with, and I'm just going to challenge myself more in the future. But to get mad at NYX that you feel like your money was wasted or your time was wasted, it wasn't exactly fair. They don't ask you to do that. They don't require you. If anything, it's almost more of a challenge. If you want to just use what you have instead of having to go buy this for a certain look, challenge yourself by just creating with what you have around you in the first place. Next point. Some people were getting mad because in their analytics they saw that NYX only watched about 6 seconds or 15 seconds or 5 minutes out of 15. There are thousands of entries. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think last year was about 3,000 in the ballpark of that, and 30 people get picked. Now, NYX has about 2 to 4 days to pick 30 out of thousands. There is no way, even with the videos delegated, that anyone could watch, 3,000 15-minute videos in 3 days, 2 days, 4 days, whatever it is. It's a small amount of days. Also, keep in mind, there's a thumbnail to your video. If off the bat it doesn't catch someone's attention, there's a lot of entries and a lot of really amazing people. They're not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Like, there's so many talented people that entered. But it takes, I think it's like 5 to 10 seconds for a human to, or your brain to subconsciously make up the decision like that. What you think of people, what do you think of something, what do you think of a food, what do you think of anything you're looking at. So if within 5 to 10 seconds someone's like, yeah, no, this isn't interesting me, it's not catching my attention, I'm not in love with this look, then they're not going to want to spend 15 minutes watching something that just didn't catch their attention off the bat. And with 3,000 entries, if after 5 seconds they're like, no, that's not interesting me, they're going to move on. And that's fair. Also, some people have mentioned that Nyx hasn't shown up in their analytics. Now, like I said, there are thousands of entries. It is quite likely that the videos were delegated, and some of them might have been watched under the Nyx channel. Some of them might have been watched on personal channels of people that work there. So there's a good chance that Nyx might have still seen your video, even if they're not showing up in your analytics, because quite frankly, with that many videos and that small of a timeline, people probably even have to watch it in their off hours when they're at home. It's on a weekend, and most office places aren't open weekends, so, you know, the people that work there are probably watching it at home on their own personal channels. Next point is some people get angry that they didn't get in because, oh, well, I bought all Nyx products for this, or I gave you all this free promotion. It's in the contest rules that you don't have to buy Nyx products, you don't have to use Nyx products as long as you don't show the names of other companies and their logos or say their names. So you're not demanded to or required to even enter. So again, you can't really get mad at Nyx because you're giving them free promotion and you get nothing in return. It's kind of how contests work. If you don't like how it works, don't enter. It's that simple. Sorry if this is coming across as rude or judgmental. It's really, really not. Like I said, it's just another perspective, another way of looking at it. And I don't like candy coating things, so subscriber count doesn't matter. The person with the lowest subscriber count this year had 296. It might have gone up since, you know, because you do get exposure from these things. And yes, it is quite often that the people with more subscribers make it further because they have more people to vote. But you can always reach out to people. Reach out to your friends, your family. Ask them to vote for you. Reach out to your community. Get them to talk to their friends. You'd be surprised how far you can get. I don't remember what her subscriber count was, but I know Elsa Ray last year was one of the smaller competitors in the competition, and she has a ridiculous amount of subscribers now, and she made it all the way to top 6. It's also a matter of show who you are. Be honest. Put effort into your, put a lot of work into it. It shows. Also, some people are like, oh, well, that makeup was kind of boring. Why did that make it in? There's going to be a variety. These contests, any kind of contest, art contest, anything that you're entering that you're being judged on is extremely subjective, I might see a look that's really wild and crazy and I'll be like, I want that. That should be in the competition. But some people really do love beauty and more beauty. And originally, Nyx is a beauty makeup brand. And originally, if you go back to the first or second year that this was done, it was more beauty-based. It is a beauty contest. It's a makeup contest. And to me, beautiful is scary and gory and bloody and glittery. But to others, beauty is just, a smoky eye and a red lip or a smoky eye and a nude lip. It's super, super subjective. So you're going to want a variety. You have to make sure that all different genres and types of people and types of looks are represented. If you only have one type of look, you're not going to gather the same amount of interest and you're not going to get a big amount of people following the competition. You want to have beauty people, face painters, FX people, to keep a variety, keep interest, and have your bases covered, so to speak. One thing I would love to see that I'm super, super excited about is that Nyx does listen to their followers. Originally this year, it was only open to US, not to Canadians, and I was super, super bummed. And a bunch of my Instagram followers, which thank you, I think is crazy. I reached out to Nyx, I emailed them, I hit them up on different social media, and a bunch of my followers messaged me and were like, hey, we messaged Nyx, we really want to see your entry, you really should be allowed to enter. And that was so, so cool. I still can't, you guys make me feel so good. So, they did listen. They opened it up to Canadians, which was boss, because, Kimberly Margarita got in, Color Creep. And, also, it's not subscribers, yes, get you votes, but subscribers aren't your only vote source either. Sorry, I know I'm backtracking a little, but I did forget to mention that. Last year, in the top 30, all my votes went to Mikey. She was the only one I was following. That's how I found out about the Nyx Face Awards. But through the Nyx Face Awards, I found so many other really cool makeup artists whose looks I was just blown away by, that I think like by top 20, it was like she was getting 2 of my votes and I was voting for one other person. I don't remember who right now. But then by top 12, it's like 3 different people were getting my votes because there was so much talent. And I was discovering all these new makeup artists that I liked so much that it was like, I felt my votes deserved to be spread out. And so many people are so talented. You know, like this year, Color Creep Kimberly is getting one of my votes, and Ryan Kelly's getting another. And my third vote just goes to whoever impressed me the most that round, or whoever's makeup I just really love. So, you know, there's different ways to get votes, to gain subscribers. It's just a matter of working at it. Now, there's one more thing I want to mention, since this is a video about being honest and being real. You already know I love NYX. I've already kind of given a more pro-NYX side to this video. There's one thing I was really disappointed about, and I'm stating it because I hope that it just means that maybe they change how they do the competition a little. Now, there are rules and there are guidelines for a reason, and that should be stuck to in, you know, that's what I hope at least. There are 2 people that got into the top 30 this year whose videos didn't quite follow guidelines, and I was really bummed about that. Super talented people. I'm not even going to mention names because I don't want to go there. I don't want to be petty. I'm disappointed I didn't get in, but I'm not like angry. I'm just going to try again. Like, whatever. It was a fun challenge, and I get to watch super talented people all summer, so, you know, it's chill. But a couple people mentioned and showed logos of other brands in their video, which was in the rules not to do. Now, I understand there are thousands of entries, and you can't watch all of them entirely, and that's fine. But, you know, maybe even if it's narrowed down to a top 50 or a top 40, those videos should be watched in entirety to make sure they follow the guidelines. I read the rules and guidelines probably like 10 times thoroughly through and made notes and even emailed NYX to clarify a couple things because I wanted to make sure I had a fair shot. I wanted to make sure I really followed the rules and guidelines so that if I didn't make it in the contest, it was strictly based off of the subjective matter and wasn't based off of I didn't follow the rules or, you know. And a couple people, their looks were amazing. I love them. When I saw their pictures on Instagram, when they had just posted their videos, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they get in. Super amazing makeup. But then I watched the video and they mentioned other brands, and I mean, it's in the guidelines not to do so, and it's kind of not cool, you know, to have other people read the guidelines so carefully and then to have NYX not even stick through. So like I said, I totally get the maybe watching 30 seconds, but the top 30, at least watch their videos all the way through. Make sure that those follow rules and guidelines just to make it a little more fair. You know, NYX is, in my opinion, all about being fair. The first round isn't vote-based, isn't popularity-based. It's they pick. And I think that's super cool, and it gives more people a chance. But maybe in future years, just watch the video all the way through. It gives people, you know, more of a shot. I'm going to stop rambling and saying the same point over and over and over because I can get redundant sometimes when I'm talking about stuff and then I stop making sense to even myself. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos, if you care to know the more serious stuff, if you want me to just stick to more makeup-based stuff. Also, super exciting news! I'm doing 100 days of makeup on my Instagram, so if you don't follow it, it is Sam Shine Art, just like my YouTube and every other social media I do. I will be doing weekly makeup videos all summer, but I will be posting every single day on Instagram from May 25th to August 31st, and I have a ton of collabs coming up that I'm super pumped about. But yeah, so, I mean, I will post monthly recap videos, and I will do an overall, here are my 100 days of makeup on YouTube, just to kind of recap it. But if you want to see things as they're posted day by day, you can check it out there. If you want to just be kept up to date with videos I'm doing, if you care to know my ramblings or see my videos, please just hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to, then that's cool too. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Have a good day, dudes.